Yo, 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 what is up, my BK Birdies and Newbies? Welcome back to Encourage Corner. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What is up, guys? What is up? Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm having a pretty good day. It's a special day today, like I told you guys in the last episode. But if you're new, welcome. And today is a special day. Why? Because it is June 19th, baby. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Yes, June 19th. Yes, better known as Juneteenth. June 19th, Juneteenth. Happy holidays, guys. Actually, today in class, I actually taught my students, my 3rd and my 4th grade students, about this holiday. And if you guys don't know about Juneteenth or June 19th, I'll teach you about it. I'll let you guys know about it. Same way I let my students know about it. And I'm going to jump right in. Okay, so June 19th. Okay, so June 19th, you take the June in June and the teenth in 19th, you put it together and you get Juneteenth. Okay, another name for Juneteenth is Freedom Day. Freedom Day. And who is it for? It's for Black people. It's for the African Americans. It's for the people of color whose ancestors suffered. They suffered. But on that day, we celebrate freedom. We celebrate a better future for people of color. But I'll give you guys a brief history or a brief understanding of what Juneteenth is, like the same way that I taught my kids today. So briefly, we celebrate Juneteenth because it's when the last slaves were set free in America. As a brief summary, slavery, it began, let's see, when was that? Like back in, was that 1619? Don't quote me on that. Just know there was a event called the triangular trade. Triangle, okay? The shape, 1, 2, 3, 3 sides. Triangular trade between Africa, North America, and Europe. And this is where countries like Great Britain, well, I'd say Great Britain, but Britain or the Dutch, Portugal, America would come to Africa, and then they took the people from Africa and brought them back to their countries for slavery and to trade them also for other goods. So they brought African people to America, and in exchange for goods from other countries, from Europe, raw materials, manufacturing materials, trading materials for people. Not good. And when the slaves, when the Africans were brought from Africa, from their home to America, they were forced to work. They were then deemed slaves. They were forced to work in plantations, picking cotton. They were forced to build buildings, homes in the hot sun. And I don't know if you guys ever heard of the paper bag test. This is what I taught my students today. But if you hold your arm or whatever next to a paper bag, if you are lighter than the paper bag or you match the paper bag, then you are a house slave. But if you are darker than the paper bag, you are considered the outside slave. You work in the field. You work in the hot sun. You burn. Yeah, not cool. So also Abraham Lincoln at this time, around 1863. In 1863, Abraham Lincoln, he signed the Emancipation Proclamation, which deemed slavery illegal. Not legal. No, illegal. He deemed it illegal, not good. No, sorry, illegal. He deemed it illegal, and the states in the North, in America, in the states in the North, they were like, okay, we're down with it. We're cool. All right, fine, whatever. No slaves in the North. But the South had a problem with that. They were like, no, we want slaves. We want them to pick the cotton. We want them to build the houses. We want them to serve under us and treat us like we are above them, that we are royalty, if you will. And by we, I mean the white man, the white women, white people at this time. They believed that they were superior. I'm saying at this time, this particular time period, those of white skin color believed that they were above those who were of a darker skin color, and believed that Africans that were brought over, deemed African Americans, were below them and should serve them. So they were not down with the whole Emancipation Proclamation. So they had beef with the North. And they're like, you know what? We don't like this country, so we're gonna make our own country, aka the Confederate country. That's where we get the whole Confederate thing from, because they wanted slaves. So for 2 whole years, the North fought with the South over slavery to completely end it. Luckily, the North came out of the winners. They came out on top. Like, can you imagine if the South actually won? Like, how would life in America, how would like this world be if the Confederate States actually won the Civil War? I wouldn't even think I would be here. Like, maybe I would still be born, but like in a different way, dealing with different, issues and different times. Like, can you literally just imagine? I mean, yeah, till this day, there's still evidence of slavery, still evidence of discrimination against those of beautiful brown skin. But to this extent, though, like slavery extent, like where you get, whipped with a whip, and, you gotta work under a master, and you're in the fields and whatnot, that type, that's, whew. And then, but put it in this day and age, though. Wild. But anywho, the North and the South, they went at it for 2 years or so. And then in 1865, the North won against the Confederate States. And Confederate States were like, whatever. They gave up their rights to own slaves. And because of the Emancipation Proclamation, because of the 13th Amendment? Don't quote me on it. I want to make sure I'm correct. Gotta have all of my, yes, okay. Gotta make sure I'm having all of my facts straight. Yeah, it abolished slavery. The 13th Amendment abolished slavery. And yeah, we're all free. And in Texas, on June 19th, 1865, the last slaves were released, were set free. And because of that, we celebrate the freedom of Black people, the freedom of African Americans, of Africans from the clutches of the white man, the clutches of the white master, being deemed to just be slaves. But that is no more, for we are free, and we celebrate that. Even though we celebrate and we are happy, it's still, remembering the pain that those before us had to suffer through. Just remembering where we came from and where we are now, and celebrating a brighter future, like something that we want, that we strive for, something, I don't know, just a place like where we don't have to suffer, like where we don't have to suffer because of the way we look. I feel like nobody should suffer from the way that they look, because like they were not in control of that. They didn't choose to be born in this world as, a black person. No one chose to be born in this world as a white person, as an Asian, as like whatever, like you didn't have that choice. You were just brought in and we're like, hello, welcome, you're here. Okay. It's like you, like as an individual, did not have that choice. Yeah, like your parents sometimes made the choice to have you. But like the skin that you were given was not your choice. Like you were blessed with that. And I'm really happy that I chose this song, Brown Skin Girl, by Beyonce, Wizkid, Blue Ivy, Carter. Is this St. John? I'm guessing this means St. John. But there's a lot of people on the song. But the song itself is called Brown Skin Girl. And even though it's about, like loving your brown skin, I want to say, like, to everyone, love your skin, love the skin that you're in, but also appreciate everyone else's skin. Appreciate that others are different from you. You are you. No, there's no other you. And you should appreciate that. Like, you should be happy that, like, that you are your own unique self, but also, appreciate the uniqueness of others. No one is like you. No one is like each other as far as, being like exact same person. Like, yeah, like, we would all have brown skin, and there's a group that all have light skin, and another this and that, or we all live in the same country. So we all have our similarities, but we also all have our differences. And I think we should appreciate each other for their differences. For me, like, growing up, like when I learned about, slavery, when I learned about, like why things happened back then, it always baffled me. Like, why? Like, why would you feel so angry against a person or look down on a person just because their skin is darker than yours? Like, I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand why be so angry, so vindictive, so petty, so nasty towards someone and treat them as less than, all because of their skin. It's just not right, and slavery, racism, like all of that. Racism, it's something that's taught, like you don't just, come out the womb and be like, oh, I hate black people. Oh, I hate white people. No, that stuff is taught to you, by your parents or the environment that you live in. And if you grow up in a place of love for those around you, it'll show. And it's like, no matter, doesn't matter, like if you are of light skin and your friend is of dark skin, like you don't care, I'm like, you care, but like not in a negative way. Like, oh, I shouldn't be with you because you are this color. I shouldn't interact with you because you are this color. I mean, colors are beautiful. Like the colors of the rainbow, like the spectrum of everything is beautiful. And what I can say about, one thing that I do love about Black people is that our skin is vast, like the color spectrum, we touch it all, like light skin, like from like albino, Albino, like literally like the skin is, is very, very light. So we go from like very, very light to very, 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 very dark. And it's all beautiful. All beautiful. So my skin is beautiful. Your skin is beautiful. You are beautiful. Okay? No matter who you are, where you are, no matter where you're from, girl, boy, whoever, you're beautiful. Okay? That's the message of this is you're beautiful. Bria Korea thinks you're beautiful. You're handsome. You are gorgeous. You are wonderful. If no one has told you today, Birdie, my BK Birdie, if newbie as well, if no one has told you today that you are beautiful, that you are handsome, I'm telling you, you are. I don't even need to see you because I just know, like, I feel the vibe. Like, there's a lot of gorgeousness coming my way. Like, there's a lot of beauty that is listening to my podcast right now. And it's wonderful. It is you. Know that. When you look in the mirror, like, wow, I am beautiful. Wow, I am handsome. Because it's true. Facts. All facts, no printer. Let's go. I don't know. I'm really glad that I shared this with my students today. And I'm going to share this as well with my 5th grade and 6th grade students because I want to get their input as well, see what they think. I've been doing this every year since Juneteenth became a thing. Just sharing what it means, what have Black people, been through and what they're continuously going through. So today, like my 3rd and my 4th grade students, they were appalled by like what what happened. They were sad, very upset. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, because like the situation is just, it's terrible, when you truly think about it. Like they couldn't really understand like why did it happen? Like why? Me too. I don't understand why it happened, guys. It didn't need to happen, but it did. And just the fact that they were, saddened about it, they were upset about it, it meant a lot. And they had questions and like wanting to know, like, what happens, like for those people who helped or assisted, slaves when they were trying to get to the North and escape from the South. Like they just had like a lot of questions and stuff, and really touched my heart. Like we're doing some good here, getting, helping them to think, beyond Korea. Because like the thing is like, with them here, they can relate. Because in Korea, they have, their own Liberation Day on August 15th, when they gained their true freedom from the Japanese, colonies and stuff. So when Japan, they colonized Korea, Korea was like losing themselves. Like Korea was, being, pretty much similar, like, slaves and whatnot. Like they would basically like losing their culture, and like Japanese, culture was trying to take over and whatnot, but they won. Like Korea gained their freedom back. They fought to have their country back, kicked Japan out, kicked out anyone else. Like, no, this is our country. And they celebrate that with pride. They celebrate that with joy and happiness. They remember their pain, but they look forward to a brighter future. Same for Black people, same for our African Americans, our Africans. We reminisce on that pain, grateful and thankful for our ancestors, that fought tooth and nail, worked their butts off to get us to where we are today. We celebrate that. And we look forward to an even brighter future. Because even today, it still goes on. Discrimination against Black people for the skin that they're in. Just the fact that they're Black, they're looked down upon. Just the fact that we're Black, we are looked down upon. For I am also a Black person, a Black chica, beautiful in Black, a brown-skinned girl, if you will. But there was a big movement called Black Lives Matter. And it's just to remind the world that, hey, we are here. Hey, our lives are just as meaningful as yours. Like, we are human. Like, we are not trash. We are not things. We are beings. We are human beings, just as you are. Under our skin, we are just the same. We all have the same organs, hearts, like everything under our skin. I'm just like you. There's a song like that as well. But Black Lives Matter. We're just letting you know our lives matter. They matter. Please understand that. And it was at a time where police brutality was at its highest. And that still happens to this day, where, you know, a lot of police go overboard with how they handle a person of color when there is, you know, a situation that happened. And it could be the simplest thing, you know, like, oh, you ran this stop sign. You run that stop sign and that could turn into you losing your life if you are a person of color. Makes no sense. And so we have Black Lives Matter to point, to highlight this, like to show like, hey, this is not okay. Your life matters, so why shouldn't my life matter? You know, my life is just as important as yours. Your life is just as important as mine. Treat me like a human being and not trash. I'm not a piñata for you to beat on. Like, if I did something wrong and I deserve to be arrested, then okay. But my life does not deserve to be taken away. Anywho, it's just a very important day, guys. We just have to remember to appreciate one another. Appreciate everyone for who they are. Appreciate where they come from. Know and understand that if they are different from you, if they come from a different country than you, try to understand them. Learn about them. They say ignorance is bliss, but sometimes no, it's not, because like if you remain ignorant, if you are in the unknown, and refuse to teach yourself, to educate yourself, then you're going to be like blindsided by, a terrible incident, you know. It's just good to relate to one another. Like, we all share this earth together, guys. Like, technically, like we're family of the earth. So just love one another. Be there for one another. Cherish one another. Understand one another. Communicate. Learn. Be open. Be open-minded. Appreciate, not appropriate. Okay? Brown skin girl. Your skin just like pearls. Best thing in the world. Never trade you for anybody else or anything. Sorry, I was just singing the lyrics. So how are you guys going to celebrate Juneteenth? Are you going to go to a parade, watch a few Black cinema, just spend time with your family, or post a little, happy message, happy Juneteenth, anything, wear the Juneteenth colors, are red, black, and green. How are you going to celebrate? send me a message. You can do that now, guys. You can send me a message. If you go to the website, if you go to Encourage Corner website, especially under Buzzsprout. So if you type in Encourage Corner in Google, there'll be different links. Like it'll pop up with the Apple Podcast will pop up. Then there should be Buzzsprout, BUZZSPROUT, Buzzsprout. If you click on that, it will take you to the actual like Encourage Corner lineup website. You'll see all of my podcast entries, like all of the episodes will be there. And also it'll have send us a message on there. So if you click on send us a message, you can send me a text message. Like you can use your phone. You can send me a little text message of encouragement. You can encourage me. You can send me your thoughts. Like how did you think about a certain episode? Criticize anything. Whatever you want, just send me a message, okay? I will be happy to hear from you guys, hear from my birdies and stuff. Whatever input that you have, send my way. Encourage me, and I encourage you. Two-way street, guys. Two-way street. Yes. Sorry if I rambled in some places. It just happens, as we learned in the last episode, our pocket positive. I was all over the place with that pocket positive. I am so sorry. Sound like I was on some stuff. I was not. I was just high on life and just having an ADHD episode. But this one was better, right? Like it was, a little bit more put together, a little bit more thoughts, and it was for something special, Juneteenth, June 19th, celebrating the freedom of Black people, the freedom of African Americans, of Africans from slavery. Yeah. Woohoo. Yeah. Well, on that note, I hope you guys will have a wonderful day. Enjoy this day. Celebrate this day. Whether you're a brown-skinned girl or not. Celebrate it. Celebrate. Appreciate. Love one another. If you want to learn more about Juneteenth, I highly recommend you just, Google a little something. Go to YouTube. There's a lot of nice clips and stuff on there to help you understand it more. Okay, so yeah, let's build a better world, guys, and appreciate and love one another. All right, so I will end it here. Please check out the song "Brown Skin Girl" by Beyonce, Blue Ivy, Wizkid, and St. John. It is a wonderful song. It is the song that we are listening to in the background. So yeah, so I will see you guys in the next episode 3. I think it's the full episode next. I have to check. Let me check. Can I check now? Nope, I cannot. All right. Well, yes, I will see you guys in the next episode. It could be a pocket positive or it could be a full episode. Either way, I'll be there. And I hope you will too. So share this episode with your loved ones. Help spread the word about Encourage Corner. I really want to grow this podcast as much as possible. I'm trying my best. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you for always listening. So take care. I love you. Annyeong. Bye. Bye.